Hi, welcome to Loft 801. My name is Diego, and today I'm talking about this year's love letter to stuntmen, The Fall Guy. It was directed by David Leitch and follows ex-stuntman Colt Seavers as he investigates the disappearance of missing actor Tom Ryder. The Fall Guy is a fun blend of action, romance, and comedy, and I'm so upset this movie didn't do better at the box office. Now, before I hop into my review, if you want to support the channel, then take a second to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you, I really appreciate it. As a warning, this review will contain some spoilers, so please continue at your own risk. Lastly, if you want to see me review something, don't forget to let me know by leaving a comment and I will do my best to get to it. Thank you. I'm hopping in 3, 2, 1. My two biggest underrated movies this year are Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, and The Fall Guy. So let me tell you why I love this movie. First and foremost, this movie was based on the American action-adventure television series produced for ABC in the 1980s, The Fall Guy. It ran for 5 seasons and starred Lee Majors as Colt Seavers. The premise of the show is very similar to the movie. Colt is a Hollywood stuntman who moonlights as a bounty hunter. He uses his physical skills and stuntman knowledge to capture fugitives and criminals. In this movie, Colt Seavers is a seasoned stuntman who transitions to a mundane life as a valet after a career-halting accident. Years later, he's drawn back into the film industry to serve as a stand-in for a missing action star in Metal Storm, a sci-fi blockbuster directed by his ex-girlfriend, Jody Moreno. This setup propels Colt into a series of high-octane stunts and rekindles his complex relationship with Jody. The plot is largely straightforward, but it effectively showcases the challenges and thrills of stunt work. Director David Leitch is a former stuntman himself and brings some authenticity to the stunt work. Stuntmen are extremely underappreciated. Nearly every movie you watch, especially action movies, has different kinds of stuntmen. Ryan Gosling, Robert Pattinson, The Rock, Keanu Reeves, and Charlize Theron all use stuntmen. I love how this movie shines a light on stunt work, especially in the ending credits of the movie. It really is a love letter to some of the film industry's most underappreciated workers. Tone-wise, I think this movie balances its exhilarating action sequences with introspective moments. It explores themes of redemption, the passion of one's craft, and the complexities of past relationships. The tone perfectly oscillates between lighthearted humor, drama, intense action, and romance. This movie contrasts so well against all the other high-budget movies produced this year. If I watch a Marvel movie or even new movies like Red One that promise lots of action and lots of fun, I walk away with a bland taste in my mouth. These high-budget movies feel soulless and corporate. The Fall Guy is the exact opposite. The movie promises fun and it delivers in a practical way with meaningful characters. Now, maybe I'm just a Ryan Gosling stan. He is absolutely one of my favorite actors. I loved him in Barbie and in every other movie I've seen him in. In The Fall Guy, he delivers a charismatic performance as Colt Seavers. He channels his inner Ken and mixes it with the essence of a stuntman grappling with personal and professional challenges. He's a hero you root for while laughing your ass off. Emilyblunt is also great as Jody Moreno. She's both assertive and empathetic, embodying a director striving for success while navigating unresolved feelings. You feel for her and you want to see her happy. The chemistry between Blunt and Gosling is perfect. It's very rom-com coded. In a way, it reminds me a lot of Indiana Jones' relationship with Miriam from Raiders of the Lost Ark. There's some sass and attitude being thrown back and forth, but you can tell the couple still has feelings for each other. The supporting cast, including Winston Duke, Teresa Palmer, and Aaron Taylor Johnson, are all great. They contribute to the action, drama, and comedy without feeling forced. The film's visuals are a standout. Cinematographer John Sella captures the grandeur of action sequences and the intimacy of character-driven moments. The use of practical effects in stunt and action scenes makes things feel incredibly immersive. I also believe the lighting in this movie is great. I watch so many movies nowadays and they're also scared to add contrast in their color grading. Most modern movies feel washed out. The best example I can think of from this year is Civil War. The Fall Guy is the exact opposite. I know I've said that twice now, but I mean it. Whether Colt is fighting in a club or jumping onto a helicopter, things pop out. One of my favorite things in this movie is the slight jab it throws at Dune. I love that Metal Storm is basically a parody of the franchise and it's a great meta commentary on filmmaking. I love the little silly attention to detail in the set pieces and the props that show the humans fighting aliens and spaceships. It's a great, funny, and tasteful way to pay homage to the franchise. Dominic Lewis's score complements the film's energy, blending orchestral compositions with contemporary tracks. The soundtrack also rocks and features several notable songs, like Kisses I Was Made for Loving You and Taylor Swift's All Too Well. I was cracking up at Colt crying and letting his inner Swiftie out. Fun fact, they had to cut out so much of that scene because Ryan Gosling was shedding too many tears. The soundtrack of this film was flawless. I'm not kidding, I was ready to put on my leather jacket, buy a motorcycle, and start doing flips off ramps. The music was so much fun and I was listening to it all summer. The last thing I want to say about the movie is that it was the perfect, and I mean perfect, runtime. For a total of 2 hours and 6 minutes, at no point was I ever bored and waiting for scenes to move on. Everything was paced wonderfully and the narrative was character driven. The Fall Guy is a vibrant, action-packed love letter to Hollywood's unsung heroes, stuntmen. The film follows Ryan Gosling's Colt Seavers, a former stuntman thrust back into the chaotic world of filmmaking to investigate the disappearance of a missing action star. Blending action, romance, and humor, the movie pays homage to the gritty dedication of stunt performers while delivering a heartfelt, character-driven narrative. With a charismatic performance by Gosling, a standout turn by Emilyblunt, and palpable chemistry between the two leads, The Fall Guy balances exhilarating stunts, practical effects, and introspective moments. The visuals pop with vibrant cinematography by Jonathan Sella, while Dominic Lewis's electrifying score and a stellar soundtrack amplify the film's energy. Meta commentary on filmmaking, a perfect runtime, and a playful jab at franchises like Dune make this movie endlessly entertaining. For fans of authentic action and meaningful characters, The Fall Guy is a must-watch and a refreshing break from the CGI-heavy corporate blockbusters. This is easily one of my favorite movies of the year, and I highly recommend watching it. Thank you for listening to my review of The Fall Guy. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and hit subscribe. If you did not enjoy the content, thank you for sticking around. As always, I would love to read what you have to say, so leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking. Also, if you want me to review something, don't forget to let me know, and I will do my best to get to it. Lastly, if you want to see some more from me, then you can check out my vlogs linked up above or my podcast, Good Friends. Again, thank you for watching. My name is Diego, and I will see you next time.